Hey everyone, so Blizzard and World of Warcraft released a new cinematic. As you can see, it's called Alleria, Light and Shadow. So obviously it's going to be about, well, it looks like the Windrunner, Alleria, the Blood Elves, and the Trolls here. I just paused the screen to the start screen. But yeah, they made a new cinematic. I'm excited to watch it. I love their cinematics that kind of hype up the next expansion, The War Within. And anyways, let's go into it. I'll watch it, react to it, and then I'll do a little analysis or my thoughts on it. So here we go. I'm super psyched. This animation looks great. I hope they make a I hope they one day make a series out of it or something. But yeah, let's do it. One, two, three. Oh, okay. That was just a preview, I guess. I don't like when they do that.
When we are young, we are taught to revere the light. But when I turn to it, I see only fire.
Animation looks great.
The fire of pain, of loss, the choices I made.
What up, music?
Alas, home. Until the Horde threatened everything.
Oh, that's a head. Very yes. More Warcraft.
Was sworn to protect it.
Okay, that's what we just saw.
And protected
That was the
did.
mind trolls board.
When Sylvanas and I fought together, we fought as one.
Very cool. Fighting is so awesome.
The conflict here was growing, pulling my sister and I apart.
Okay, the trees kind of showing the burning of Teldrassil or foreshadowing. Dead bodies. This is great so far.
How can you leave? You will choose the Alliance over Quell the Loss. Our home.
It's not just our kingdom at risk. If the Horde isn't beaten back, others will fall. I have to go.
But you're abandoning your family.
I am doing this for our family. I lost
don't know
a
much of
sister that day.
But
Had I known that my actions would curse Sylvanas to her fate, would I have chosen differently?
She's
I left my home to fight this war to the end. I had no idea how far away that fight would take me.
It's like reflecting. So she's sitting somewhere reflecting on her. She's somewhere else. This is like all.
Despite the war, I found my life's true love.
Oh, Terralion looks cool.
And together we fought side by side. Until we became three.
Oh, they're
But
child.
beyond the boundaries of our world, our enemies grew powerful.
This is when they went to the
You can make
Dark
your
Portal.
stand here. Why risk marching into the unknown?
Our only choice is to take the fight to them before it's too late.
That
Should we not succeed?
makes sense.
I will keep him safe. Just come back.
That's the other sister.
We'll return before you know it, Eritor.
Had I known that I would not see my son again until he was a man himself, would I have still left? I had given everything for this fight.
So she's shedding her
The
armor
only
as she.
thing left to give was myself.
Man, the fighting.
There was
Oh,
no other way.
that paladin armor is sick.
In order to defeat the darkness, I had to embrace it.
Oh.
So
Oh.
embrace it.
I didn't know she
did.
embraced it. Yeah. Oh, that's like a voidish. Ooh, kind of funky there. Damn, that's definitely making her a badass. This animation,
At
man.
what cost? Terralion, who had known me, loved me, fought beside me, now saw me differently.
What have you done?
The shadow, it saved us.
No. I would rather have died than see you fall to evil.
Terralion didn't understand, but I could not fault him.
I'm pretty sure he's like a
If I had
zealot for
known
the
that
light. Like
embracing
he's
the shadow would
a
push him
pure-
away.
anything that's
Would
not
I
the
have
light is
sought another path? No. All of the things I did.
no regrets.
I
And okay,
did
she's putting
for a
on
reason.
her new armor from.
War is sacrifice. And I have sacrificed everything to protect those I love. To keep them safe. And if it takes sacrificing myself to protect our world,
Getting old and oh, that's cool that they show. Oh, Eretor is an adult.
I will not hesitate.
That's a cool shot.
I'm a soldier of Azeroth.
There we go. That was okay. A little cheesy ending there, but very, very cool. Yeah, I guess I'll just kind of. I know I wanted to talk a little bit during it, but I mostly just wanted to listen. This was amazing. I really hope this is like a series. Does it say? Step into the epic, like never before. First fully 2D animated short film. Is there gonna be more? Doesn't say. Oh well. Anyways, I guess I'll give my thoughts. This was cool to get more about Alleria. There's always like a forefront character in every expansion, and it seems like this is. I mean, it kind of pointed that Alleria is going to be the main forefront of this expansion. Let me. Oh, this was a cool scene where she dropped the head. Like, I'm so glad they're going back to where you see the shadow of it, I guess. To a little more grit. It doesn't have to be like constant, just a little more gritty Warcraft. I'm so happy they're doing a little more. She's showing that there's a threat by showing him the head of an enemy, right? That's pretty cool, I think. It's cool to see Quel'Thalas here. I forget what this war is called, but it's like, I don't know if it's just a horde invasion, but I thought the Amanis have like constantly been fighting because there's a bunch of trolls over there. There's even like a dungeon / raid over there. It was cool to see the sisters and everything. Once again, the animation was great. I bet you like the first comments would be like, make a series. Please, Blizzard, we need an animated series that retells. Yeah, so there you go. Let's see here. The foreshadowing of the tree between Sylvanas and Alleria was very cool. Let's see, what else was just interesting throughout the story. Let's see here. She was basically explaining like her regrets throughout the whole cinematic. I'm guessing a lot of people figured that out. It was cool to see. I really hope. They don't have to, like, not a prophecy child, but like make him, like literally you have a guy that's all about the light and she's all about the void. Make him some cool. I mean, we already have a lot of priest characters, but some sort of light void. Make him important. I hope they make him. I guess we'll keep going. I'll explain it as we keep going, but make him an important character in the game. This is a little more about her going to. This is like the story of why she was gone for I think over 1,000 years and came back in Legion. These fight scenes were incredible. I know a lot. Tyrion. Terrellian gets a lot of shit. Like I hope he does more stuff going forward. I know in Midnight it's going to be the Void expansion, so maybe he'll play a bigger role. And yeah, a lot of people assumed that he would become a thorn in Stormwind or make Stormwind more totalitarian, more like about war and fighting and purging anything that isn't the light. I still think that could be an interesting concept, or maybe not a villain, but just like in some ways he's not to the level of like Garrosh Hellscream, but he is like an Alliance version in a way, right? Where if you're not the light, you're evil, kind of like how if you're not an orc, you're evil, or get rid of him. Maybe I'm oversimplifying the character, but I think the armor glowing is really cool too. Let's go here. More. Oh yeah, her embracing the void. I was a little confused by this because I thought she embraced the void during our time with her, not like when she was fighting demons on her own, in that 1,000-year gap. I didn't know she had void powers then, but maybe she was just attuned to the void as at birth. You know, characters are attuned to the light, to nature. Malfurion was attuned to nature at a young age, so maybe she was just always attuned to shadow magic growing up, and she embraces it here. I will say this is interesting. She kind of almost looks like a void creature in this stance. I kind of already talked about, yeah, their little conflict. I think he's grown more, like, I think we've seen in some cinematics, he's become more accepting of what she does, because she's a good user of the shadow. It's more about how you use the magic versus where it comes from, right? What was the other thing I wanted to... Yeah, this is her putting on her new armor, fully embracing her void powers. I will say, I've always thought this, and I've talked about it with a few people. I really do think that when the Titans expansion comes, the last Titan, I know it's going to be cheesy, but they can do it in a cool, different way. But I really do think they're going to do some sort of Avengers where all these powers come together to fight off whoever the big bad is, the Titans, the Void Lords. But I think there's going to be like a main leader from each of the 6 powers of the 6 orders, or, you know, the cosmic chart, the 6 cosmic powers. For example, I think Sylvanas will be like the leader of the powers of undead, right? Because she's an undead character. Like, she'll be the good leader of the undead. Alleria will be the leader of like the void, of like good void. The light, I'm assuming, will be Anduin. Nature will be either Malfurion or Tyrande. Order will be probably one of the mages, maybe Khadgar or Jaina. But you know, you kind of get where I'm saying is we're gonna fight this big bag, and we're gonna have like a leader of an army from each of the different powers. You know, that's maybe too generic and boring, but I don't know, that could be cool. Like, so she would be the leader of good void. But anyways, what was the last thing? I wanted to do more... Oh, Eretor. I think this character has so much potential, and it's a shame they haven't done anything with him, because I think he's basically Anduin's age, right? He's around Anduin's. Like, they need to bring in a younger group of people into the game. I know it's kind of like they do this, you know, if you've watched any animes, you know, when the main story's over, the next chapter is always about their children. Basically, like, you know, like they would have 2 powerful characters have a kid, and then that kid would be the next. But they kind of need to... I do think they need to make a new... Maybe once these 3 expansion series is over, make Eretor an important character. He has so much potential, right? He's like... I actually don't know. I'm assuming he's a paladin. I mean, yeah, he's a paladin, right? Look at his armor. But, you know, like, make a new group of characters. Maybe you keep Anduin from the old, because he's kind of grown up with us. But Eretor, Anduin, I can't remember Thrall's children, but Thrall has children, and they're all around the same age. They're like in their younger 20s. I think that's a perfect opportunity to make them like the next group, and make them do badass things, and make people remember new characters. I think Eretor has a lot of potential. So anyways, those are just some of my thoughts. This was a very cool cinematic. I hope there's more of them. I like the stop motion ones that they did before, but I do think this animation style works so well with Warcraft. Don't do live action. Maybe you could, but I think animation is where fantasy like this works much better. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. Who knows? Maybe you agree with some of my thoughts, disagree. That's cool. Comment below, like, if you liked my reaction or thoughts on this. But this was so cool. I really do hope they make more of these and this gets a good reception. It seems like people like it. Illidan watching. Yeah, you know. Anyways, yeah. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.